Hi, people. I've been thinking about stuff for a long time and thinking about trying to organize some of these thoughts and somehow express them to people, make videos, etc. for a long time, many years. And I'm on the third day of an attempted 3-day fast, and just wrote something this morning, as I usually get exceptional clarity through fasting, although I'm very tired of fasting at this point and really wish none of us had to. But it's actually a subject that I think is very relevant to some of the other stuff I'm about to talk about, that involves parasites. And anyway, I want to start by just reading this little thing that I wrote this morning. Definitely not entirely new by any means, and probably resonates with and is relatable to a lot of other things going around. I'll just start with reading this, and I'll try to make this short and quick. It's just over a page. Oh yeah, and I kind of wrote this in the language of kind of referencing to I or myself, and it may seem like I'm speaking to like a certain person, and in some sense I maybe wrote this originally trying to express again, in hopefully a newer and better way, some of my perspectives on struggles and stuff to the people closest to me, who can often be the most frustrating walls of resistance, not by their own fault or that I'm judging or assuming how that could be different. I mean, everyone's going through their own stuff, but anyway, yeah, so I kind of wrote this in the language of I and blah, 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 but this really could be, if this resonates with you, this could be like in your voice as well, just sort of a communication to the world, or about something about our global circumstance or existential predicament. And anyway, I'm just going to read it, take whatever resonates. I don't know if anyone can, quote unquote, survive on their own or support themselves, at least not without the rest of nature on this planet. I may not easily be able to find my place in the system/society created by humans, perhaps because it inherently relies on limits or scarcity to have any value. Endless solutions are apparently not desired by those in power or in the winning sides of power differentials. They live for the goods and services their money can buy them, and that money only has the power to move if others desperately need it. Truth is, nobody needs money, but they do need some of the things it is used to represent, namely foods and medicines, all of which come from nature at potentially ever-increasing abundance and quality. And I don't want to get into like organic cultivation methods here, but there's a lot of stuff that I feel like I learned from mushrooms and other things that has to do with like potential microporosity and like substrate structures that we can bring together with our own hands and mind to accelerate and accentuate what happens even in wild ecologies. And plants really respond to it too, like almost indicating that they have deeper potentials that are meant to be cultivated, not just exist in the wild. So there's a whole garden paradigm about all of this that has to do with mushrooms and perhaps like the genesis of ecology on this planet. Anyway, hold on, I'm getting off track here. Back to the text. Ever-increasing abundance and quality, eventually eliminating any need. The pharmaceutical industry, too, would be largely unnecessary or at least unprofitable if it were known that all the real lasting cures come from nature, again, freely and potentially in ever-increasing abundance. I may not know how to cut deals or compete with people for money, a finite resource, but I know how to make my way. That was something that brought up in a conversation with some family about, you need to make your way, Marcus, which I've been interested in always, not just for myself, but for all of us. But I do know how to make my way and provide for not only myself, but potentially countless others in working directly with nature. I need help from others just as much as anyone else, perhaps more if I am as physically compromised as I think, or at least need unhindered access to land, water, and peace. I need you to see my value And again, this is the thing about the I language. I'm not just talking about myself. This is for anyone who has found themselves in a position of like, resonates with any of these perspectives and has been like scapegoated as like a failure in the terms of like social context. Okay. I need you to see my value and please recognize how important and valuable my involvement in understanding inorganic ecology and cultivation is. And that's all I wrote. Love you guys. Bye.